top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd. Because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Buys a little extra time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Buckeyes heading quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Marshall. Under fire. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up for it.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Mason. They were going to run the football and try to pick that up on foot.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution in a critical down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Throwing right. He makes a catch. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. The extra point here would tie the game.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Runs through the tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Quarterback moving. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Marshall. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go!
They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. It'll be 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. Scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the back over the middle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, the quick spin move. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got his man.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to...
Turning it on! They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a three-spot on the board. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed him. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive?
Wide open on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Texas A&M going up tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front.
There he goes. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That really didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Quick step and go. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range to get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
He'll set up to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Aggies! And that one will give him the lead.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
And off from the shotgun. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Rushes on him. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider.
Running behind that left side. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Toss sweep right. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up by 28 over Iowa. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now on second down. Back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Marshall. Keeps looking downfield. He'll get rid of it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Golden. He's going to fire to the left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up for the PAT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Gets away from one, finds room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Marshall. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 25. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield. It's Bentley. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Marshall. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 5 over Memphis. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going right to work up top. Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Quickly out to the tight end.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, man, that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Back has it. Under fire. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
They're in position to win it with a field goal. They got to spike it and stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And they'll take a knee, get it in the perfect spot for their field goal kicker to try to win the game. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
That's caught. It's Bentley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump on top here in OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Texas A&M going up-tempo. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Aggies! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Snap in the shotgun. Floating away. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a 2-point victory in overtime. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like,